Welcome to Tools, Tech, and Gear. I'm Seth. I've got a single solar panel that breaks off into two wires to go to two of these LED motion lights. I'm out here in the cold and wind at my sister's place to install this. So let's open up the box, see what's inside, and get this onto her house before I freeze to death. Let's take a look at the things that come in the box here. This is a dual light single solar panel system. So here is one of the lights. It has a motion detector up here with lots of LEDs in the middle, a single mounting bracket. It has two bolts on the side for adjusting and then tightening down. And it also has a single water resistant barrel plug coming out. And there are two of those, so this is an identical one. Then it's got the solar panel in here, and this panel has two different power cords coming off of it, and they will go to the two different lights. So you've got this right here. It's actually a 6 watt, 1 amps and 7.2 volt open circuit. And you can see right here it's got a single mounting bracket and then the two nice long cords that will go to the lights. So we'll be installing that. And then it's got an instruction manual here, also a card to leave a review on Amazon. The brand here is uponun. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but that's what we'll go with. And then the remote control, which we will cover whenever we actually get this installed and it's nighttime so you can see what's going on. There's not really a great place on this house to install a solar panel, so I'm going to do something kind of, I guess, unique. I'm going to use this block of 2x4 wood. I'm going to hopefully screw a couple of Torx screws with washers into this to basically get it mounted. And you'll see what I'm going to do after this in just a moment. All right, there we go. So that should bring up the panel into the sun from where I need to mount it down here along the house. And then we'll have to tighten these nuts down to the angle we need. This is definitely a non-traditional install, but we're just gonna make it work for the situation we've got here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of screws started into this board. So my thoughts were, since the only place this house gets sun is right here, I would angle this board right here and then be able to turn this panel into the sun like that. And hopefully it won't have any issues with wind catching it. Let me go ahead and put a couple of screws to get it started. Turned out to be the high of about 36 today. Definitely a cold one. It's always sad to see that nice warm weather go away. One issue I may have here is getting through that sheet metal. We'll have to see. No problems there. Nice.
Daddy, Lou is my star.
Last time I saw her, she was inside on the table, maybe. All right, I'm gonna turn this back up into the sun because I don't really want to change this from season to season. We'll just kind of point it about right there and just call it good. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock this down with an adjustable wrench. Luckily, the inner nut is gonna hit against the panel frame, and so it kind of makes it so you only have to turn one here. Okay, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and get these cords unwrapped so we can get them along the building. So what do you think about the new microphone here on the Tools, Tech, and Gear channel? I decided to get the wireless mic so that I could do stuff like this, talk normal, and hopefully you can still hear me. The product that I'm installing, they actually sent this to me a long time ago and it got lost in the shuffle. And so now I am bringing it back, but I checked on Amazon and I found, when I typed in the name of this product, a different link came up, but I think it's the same exact light. So hopefully, if you need one of these double light, single solar panel lights, then that one will work just fine for you. This panel is only going to be getting sun in the summertime for maybe 3 or so hours, but I think that will be sufficient for the amount of time they're going to be using it. All right, that should do. In order to access the mounting bracket, I'm going to have to remove the bolts that hold this together. So once again, just using my adjustable wrench, I'm going to unscrew these, pull the bracket off, go install the bracket, and then reinstall these bolts. There we go. That's what the bracket looks like once it's removed. I'm going to install this right here on the edge of the house. Just like that. With the light, I'm going to make sure the power cord is facing down, and I'm going to put those bolts back in there just to get this reattached to the bracket. All right, that seems nice and secure and is pointing straight down. Now that I have the light installed, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the slack here. I think what I might do is set this cord into that bracket so that it kind of holds it in a bit tighter. Something like that. And then I can put all of this back into that zip or that twisty tie. There's a simple barrel plug inside. You just push together and turn that water resistant cap. Now I noticed that there is a blinking red light inside. So that's either a charging indicator or a motion sensor indicator. Either way, it's good to see that there's light on. As you can see, the solar panel is directed into the sun quite nicely. There are some tree shadows that will affect it, but for the most part, I think that will be great for getting the most sun possible on this side of the house. The power cord comes out of the solar panel, stretches down over here to the light, and I just got the cord wrapped around a little bit, and you can see that red light blinking in there to show that it is charging. Taking a quick look at the remote here, there's an on and an off. You've got a brightness up, brightness down, full bright, half bright, auto. You got 3, 4, 5 hours, 6, 7, 8 hours. And that seems to be it. Takes 2 AAA batteries. So we'll come back out here this evening and give this a test. I'm back out here at night. It's well below freezing, and I won't make this very long. So I don't think that this version of the light is a motion sensor, because I've been out here waiting for it to turn off for over a minute, and it has not turned off. But I've got the remote, so let me show you the different settings here, and we will end this video. So here is the brightness currently, and if I take the remote, hopefully it'll focus here. I may have to bring it back to me where there's more light for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the brightness all the way down, and you can see how much light this thing produces. So let's see, how should we do this? All right, let's see if I can get a focus here. All right, there we go. Let me turn the brightness down. All right, there is as dim as it'll go. You kind of see the light there. And so now, if I turn this back up, it has several different notches that it'll go to. All right, and there is the full brightness. And then let's see. So I'm not sure what the auto does on this remote. I thought that was going to be the motion sensor. Anyway, let's try off real quick. Okay, it turned off this side only. So they are independent at this point. All right, and so that's off there. Turn that one back on. And then turn this one on. So let me see what happens if I push both with auto. Okay, got that one on auto. That one on auto. Let's step away for a second and see if that's the motion light. Okay, that's a no-go for the motion sensor, but let me just go through real quick. So there's a single button push you can do to go half bright and half bright, or back full bright and full bright. So I think for my sister's place here, I'm going to push the 4-hour button. So as soon as the sun goes down on the solar panel, it will turn on for 4 hours and then go off. So let's do that here. 4 hours on that one, 4 hours on that one. Okay, it's very cold out here, very windy still, and I am going to go home and get warmed up. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to check out these lights, I have a link in the description down below. This company sent these for a review probably a year ago, and I just now got to them. So anyway, go check them out if you need a light that is dusk to dawn like these. All right. I'm Seth with Tools, Tech, and Gear, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.